Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, आज कल हमने एक पोएम आपकी शुरू की है. टॉपिक नंबर 15 जो है आपके सिलेबस में, द मॉस्किटो DH लॉरेंस. तो कल हमने उस पोएम का आधा हिस्सा मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर किया सिंपल सी लैंग्वेज में, ताकि आप लोगों को कोई परेशानी ना होगी समझने में. तो आज मैं उसी लेसन को उसी पोएम को कंटिन्यू करने जा रही हूँ. But I know your game now, streaky sorcerer. Cure, house you stack and prowl the air in circles and invasion, enveloping me, growl on wings. Winged victory, settle and stand on long thin shanks, eyeing me sideways and cunningly conscious that I am aware you speck. I hate the way you lurch off sideways into air, having read my thoughts against you. Come, then, let's play at unawares and see who win in this silly game of bluff, man or mosquito. And you do not know that I exist, and I do not know that you exist. Now then, it is your trump. It is your hateful little trump you find, which shakes my sudden blood out to hatred of you. It's your small, high, hateful bugle in the air, in my ear. Why do you do it? Surely it is a bad policy. They say you can't help it. If that is so, then I believe a little in providence protecting the innocents. But it sounds so amazingly like a slogan, a yell after as you snatch my scalp. Blood, red blood, super magical, forbidden liquor. I behold you stand for a second, enspasmed in oblivion, obscenely ecstatic, sucking my blood, my blood. Such silence, such suspended transport, such gorging, such obscenity of trespass. You stagger as well as you may, on your accursed fiery frailty. Your own imponderable weightlessness saves you, wafts you away on the very draught my anger makes in its snatching. Your own imponderable weightlessness saves you, wafts you away on the very draught my anger makes in its snatching. Away with a paean of derision, you winged blood drop. Can I not overtake you? Are you one too many for me? Winged victory. Am I not mosquito enough to out mosquito you? Cure. What a big stand my suckered blood makes besides the infinite smear of you. Cure. What a dim dark smudge you have disappeared into. Dear students, in these lines, the poet D.H. Lawrence knows the mosquito's tricks. He calls it a fast-moving magician. The poet D.H. Lawrence calls the mosquito a fast-moving magician. And the poet wonders at its invisible and mysterious tricks. And poet also call it an evil spirit on wings, no less than an magician. The poet wonders how fast and effortlessly the mosquito moves quietly without creating any noise, follows in a cunning way and watches its victim. The victim here is D.H. Lawrence. Now, the poet is aware that the mosquito is a cheat. Mosquito is a cheat. It is a devil. And the poet hates the way in which a small mosquito, a small insect, moves about quietly. Probably the mosquito, according to the poet, probably the mosquito knows that the poet is dead against it. The poet asks the mosquito to give up its tricks. छोड़ दीजिए ये tricks, ये शैतानियाँ. And play the game of being unaware. चलो हम खेल खेलते हैं. ना तो मेरे बारे में जानते होंगे, ना मैं तुम्हारे बारे में. Let's see who will win in this sly game of bluff. Let's play the game of being unaware. Then the mosquito. Now the poet clearly warns the mosquito that let's play the game of unawareness. Then the mosquito should see who wins in this game of deception. चलो हम कोई गेम खेलते हैं. चलो हम देखते हैं ये कौन जीता है, इंसान या मॉस्किटो. इस धोखे की गेम में मैन और मॉस्किटो. The poet says that both should know the other does not exist. And poet condemns the hateful trick of the mosquito because of its hateful tricks that a mosquito is able to register a victory on the poet. The poet further says that the mosquito is an embodiment of evil. It cannot easily give up its cunning ways, its evil ways, but the poet D.H. Lawrence has a faith, complete faith in God. The poet is hopeful that God will come to help the innocents. But at this very moment, the poet hears shout of victory coming from the mosquito as it bites the poet's head. It sucks its blood, the poet's blood, and the mosquito enjoys its happiness as it sucks when he sucks the blood of poet in violation of the law made to help the innocents. The poet further says in these lines that the mosquito is a law unto himself, as the mosquito does not bother even about hurting God's will that the good should not be harmed at all. It is happy, the mosquito is happy over its successful assaults on the poet as a human being. The mosquito is able, dear students, here see the tune of poet and how a small insect creates trouble in the life of human beings, in particularly the poet. The mosquito is able to harm humanity in general, but the poet in particular. So he has every justification to feel glad over its achievement. The poet says that mosquito, the small insect, feels delighted as the mosquito is able to bite the poet and other human beings successfully. And it is the violation of the doctrine of peace. The doctrine does not permit blood sucking. The poet feels very angry and upset, and he wants to overpower a small mosquito, a small insect, and finds the mosquito weightlessness, making it possible to fly away safe and sound. But at last, in the last lines, the poet proves to be stronger than the mosquito and shows that he is strong enough to out-mosquito the mosquito. He crushes the mosquito into death. It is reduced to a dim, dark smudge, or we can say a small stain of blood, a small spot. The poet condemns the hateful tricks which ensures the victory of mosquito. The mosquito bites the poet by distracting his attention. The poet says that the disturbing people is a part of the mosquito's nature, and regards the mosquito's tricks as a bad policy of the mosquito to suck blood of human beings. The mosquito is a law unto itself, and it goes against God's will and bites people. God wants that good people should not be harmed at all, but the mosquito defies God's will. It feels happy about the success in biting the poet and other human beings. The poet cannot allow the mosquito to celebrate its victory. He feels that he should behave in a strong manner and out-mosquito the mosquito, so at last he kills the mosquito very easily. Thanks. Have a nice day.